Good afternoon and a warm welcome from Sheffield as we have the WNIHL playoff finals weekend for you, starting with this clash between the under-16s Northern champions, the Whitley Bay Beacons, and the Southern runners-up, the London Capitals. I'm Adam Matman, and joining me for this one is Queen Bees forward Megan Stouts. Megan, first of all, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Well, you know London a little bit better than I do, so is there one or two players that viewers should look out for?
Yeah, so we should be looking out for Rebecca
Boslitsky, yeah.
She just went away with GB U16s. Also, Kiva Parsons also went away with GB U16s. And Aurora...
Yeah, number 5, isn't it, for Aurora Dobbs, sorry, yes. Yeah.
All three of them just went away with GB under 16s, so those are 3 to watch out for.
Yes, and for the Beacons then, who I'm a little bit more familiar with, having watched them a few times this season, Evie May Tyndale, number 9, she leads the team in scoring and comes from a great hockey background. Her cousin, Heidi Dunn, is the captain. She's another player to look out for, number 11, as the captain's just coming up on your screen there now. Mia Bradshaw's a good youngster who's will add a little bit of depth to the forward lineup. Holly Smith is a standout D. Claire Wilson is actually Canadian born but plays usually as centre on one of the lines. Poppy Skelton, another hard working player, usually on the second line. Megan MacArthur is a D from Scotland who actually has Division 1 experience with the Solway Sharks this season. 77, Caitlin Eastwood, who's in her final year with the team. She ages out over the summer, but very much a part of the Beacons Division 2 side. Rebecca Goldring coming in from Scotland. She's another great addition this season. And 68, Isabel Johnson, who only recently has made her debut in senior hockey, but another fantastic player. But I mean, this should be a good game, though, shouldn't it, Megan? And you're excited for this one?
I am, most definitely.
So we are getting ready for the puck drop then. Both sides just going through their final couple of changes and briefings before we get underway. And it looks like it is going to be Heidi Dunn with Mia Bradshaw and Evie May Tyndale on the top line. And we're underway, and it is the Capitals who come out with it. And number 11 for the Capitals. I think the numbers have changed slightly. It's
Rebecca.
Yes, that's Rebecca Veselinski, isn't it? But she's not wearing number. Sorry, there isn't a number 11 on the team sheet, so apologies for that, folks. But we are underway. A tentative start there as the Capitals get it under control. These are 15-minute periods for the 16s. The rest of the games this weekend will be the full normal 20 minutes as Beacons looking to control on the centre red line and then tipped forward by Heidi Dunn as they go for the change then. That's going to be an icing call, so she'll have to come back out for that one. But yeah, a bit of a tentative start by both sides. I guess at this stage they're just trying to get a little bit of confidence going, aren't they?
Yeah, get the puck moving, get the feet moving, see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So about 44 seconds on the clock then already. Unfortunately, we've only got one scoreboard working, the one on the other end, which is a little bit more easily identifiable for us, isn't working. But bear with us on that as we have a face-off in the Beacon zone, and it'll be Heidi Dunn to take the draw. As I say, Beacon's not able to make that first line change. So
Tegan Walsh with the win.
Yeah, it was a nice clean win, but it will come out the draw, and it means that we'll have to control with Aurora Dobbs, who switches the play out wide. Puck just sailing through, but it's controlled by Caitlin Eastwood, the number 77, who this could well be her last game for the 16s, depending on how her side perform, but she'll be hoping to extend that by at least one more and get to the final. It's controlled in the neutral zone. It'll be Aurora Dobbs once again, who long stick reach there to get it under control, glides past Johnson, sets up the play in the low, well, it was almost in the crease there, Megan, wasn't it? It was almost put home there back door.
Almost. That was a really great play by Aurora, especially coming from a D, being able to read the play and jump in.
It really was, yeah, as the Capitals will control and carry out. Move on to that far side, and then Megan MacArthur in control for the Beacon, sends it around the boards, and it will be collected on this near side by the Beacons, looking to try and advance there with Evie May Tyndale just out of her reach, but a fantastic young talent, as they leads the Beacons in scoring for this season and been a part of the the England under 13s this season, but fully expected to make that step up to GB 16s as well. I say both a father played for the Whitley Warriors and a mother played for what was then the Whitley Squaws, so hockey on both sides of her family.
Big hockey family.
Oh yeah, and her mum's family as well. All her uncles all played hockey as well for the Warriors. So it truly is a true sort of dynasty, if you like, back there on Tyneside as Chandler gets it across. It's picked off by Rebecca Goldring, who's had a great start to her career with the Beacons this season, travelling down from Scotland every week. As the puck just sails under the stick of Heidi Dunn. It's back with the Capitals. And they'll control there. Delayed pass to play in Rebecca Voslinski. She's got in behind. Can she get the shot off? She does, but it's a rising effort. And but she worked herself into a good position there, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. Rebecca's a top-notch player. I'm excited to see the future that she has, for sure.
Yeah, and from Canada originally, I understand.
Yeah.
Tipped on by Poppy Skelton, and again getting stuck in. Poppy's such a hard-working player, works well on this line, and she's got Rebecca Goldring on this line with her. On the far side, working up along the boards. It's with the Capitals again. Neither team really able to hold on to possession for very long in these early exchanges.
No, it's going back and forth. I think both teams are playing aggressively, just seeing what they can do.
Yeah, and it's back with Rebecca Voslinski. Likes to have a lot of possession there, and will drop back. And I mean, in some ways, that's very reminiscent of their coach, Louise Adams, isn't it? In ways she can play the game and drop back deep like that.
She can drop back and then take some time to look for her options and see what the best move is.
Yeah, absolutely. As puck's played into some space for the Beacons to work now with Emily Duffy, another one of the Scottish contingents who have joined this season, as she looks to get in behind the Capitals D, takes it into the corner and then collected, and nice pressure coming in from the Capitals, and Emily having to go it alone really, but outnumbered in the end, and the Capitals regain possession and will work it around the corner. Challenge comes in and they'll battle along the boards again. Emily not afraid to get stuck in there and try and force a turnover as Caitlin Eastwood controls. And Caitlin, who made her debut for the Division 2 Beacons about 18 months ago now, but since then she's really grown in confidence, and she's brought that fresh confidence to her performances on this Beacon side as she comes across and sticks with Rebecca, gets the attempted poke check in. It was enough just to put her off, and then there's going to be a penalty coming up here. It's going to be on the Beacons. I think it might have been for that second challenge, Megan. I'm not sure if you got a better look at that than me.
I think so.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to be on Isabel Johnson who come in. It was they both had a go trying to get the poke check in, but
Rebecca was just able to maintain control of the puck.
Yeah, it was quick hands as well, and obviously to match the fast skating. But an early power play opportunity then for the Capitals, as they'll get the offensive zone face-off. The Beacons looking to try and get a break on early on and ease that pressure within the zone. We'll hear the announcement here coming through. So it's going to be for hooking then. I mean, I must admit I didn't see it, but it was perhaps when she went to attempt to go for that poke check, might have just got a piece of her leg on the way through.
Yeah, I think so as well.
As forward to Tegan Walsh, switches the play through the middle and carried in. Nice layoff out wide, but Evie May Tyndale spotted that one and broke the play up. She'll just dump in, and that will burn a few seconds off the penalty clock, which about a minute 20 left then on this Capitals power play as Aurora trying to carry out there, but nice play once again by Rebecca Goldring trying to break the play up. That's going to go for icing against the Capitals. So that's a bit of a breather there for the Beacons, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think the Capitals are ready to set up. They have Kiva Parsons out there, who we'll see play tomorrow because she also plays for Guildford. Yeah,
she does indeed, and she's had a really strong season as well, hasn't she?
She has. She has really, for such a young player, she has really made an impact for their team, which has been great to see.
Yeah, a bit of change since you was playing for the Lightning last year, Megan, isn't it? And you sort of gone with a much younger lineup, I guess.
Yeah, but I think it's great for the younger girls to develop and play at that level, just to continue to grow the game here.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot more of that Lightning contingent in the next game coming up for you, which involves the Chelmsford Cobras. Sorry, the Chelmsford Rattlesnakes even, the Cobras being the senior team, as the Capitals looking to carry in, but good play by Emily Duffy there, preventing entrance into the zone, and she'll collect that pass threaded through to her. Is going it alone here, taking 3 players with her, gets a shot off, but it's deflected away off the covering defender. Well, it might have been Kiva actually who got back there. Indeed it was. As actually this is pretty good play by the Beacons with 29 seconds left to kill. They were pinning them back, but as I say, that the Capitals advanced. Nice drop pass, and then Caitlin Eastwood getting back there to get a deflection on that pass. And Kiva Parsons has to drop back, but with 15 seconds to go, that's Beacons have handled it quite well early on.
They've done really well on this PK. You can tell they're playing aggressive and they really want it.
They do, yeah. As Hardy Dunn goes into a corner, stolen back once again by the Beacons. Shot coming from Rebecca Goldring from the high slot is blocked and charged down by Kiva Parsons again. It was as she got that block in, but now back to full strength, but the Capitals can re-enter the zone. Pass goes into the corner, and that'll be a cross over to Niamh Walsh. Over on that far side in front of the Beacons bench, and Beacons just trying to work it free there. The London Capitals didn't make the playoffs last season, but 2 years ago they were champions, as that's going to be an icing call. And well, that was quite a famous game where one of your current teammates, Sophie Games, scored a dramatic winner with about 7 seconds to go against Kingston Diamonds. So, I mean, it was such a fantastic way to win a final.
I remember watching that final. I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the year you was at Streatham.
Yeah. Sophie has grown so much as a player as well since then.
Yeah, one of your teammates on D now for the Queen Bees, so we'll be seeing her tomorrow. Over on that far side, Beacons looking to work the puck out the corner, but it's back with the Capitals now. Kiva Parsons again, who is somebody, Megan, you'd expect to post a lot of ice time in this game, won't she?
I definitely would. She's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, as that's going to be an icing call on the Beacons, but I guess when you have got somebody of that ability, you do have to get them on the ice as often as you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the Beacons obviously trying to combat that threat with having Evie May Tyndale on quite often as well. I mean, they've tended to play two-line hockey in the big games, particularly when they had Sheffield at home a few weeks ago. That was essentially the title decider in the North. Beacons only losing one game, which was away to Sheffield. Sheffield lost the return game plus a game against Leeds earlier in the season, as it's carried in on the near boards. And Poppy Skelton, who's in a different number to usual. She often wears a number 66 like a mother wears. As the Capitals will stride out with Rebecca Voslinski. She's in behind here. Gets a shot off and she finishes, and that's the first goal of these finals weekend. And well, took it well, kept her composure, a nice finish.
Yeah, she knew what she needed to do. She saw that she didn't have any options, and she just took the puck to the net herself and buried it. That's all you can ask for, really. Yeah,
as we get the replay coming up on the screen here, it was found herself in alone past the D. I mean, she carried. I mean, you see there, she goes past 2 or 3 players before getting in behind. Made Violet commit herself, and then switches to the backhand for a finish. Nice goal.
Very nice move.
Yeah. So we have a goal, and it's Rebecca Voslinski who controls again. Nice poke check coming in from Heidi Dunn on the far side. But so often you see that though, don't you, Megan? That even if you don't convert on the power play, you get a little bit of momentum, and it just opened up for them there.
Only takes a little bit of time, and once you get it, gets going.
Yeah. Shot from distance, comes back off the end boards. It'll be collected by Beacons, and Voslinski works it into space. That'll be picked off by Megan MacArthur. We said has got experience this season of playing in Division 1 for the Solway Sharks. So for somebody of her age, that's great to be playing at that level. That one just can't be controlled. It'll be back into the Beacon zone, and I have to be careful here because the Capitals closing in pretty quick there with Annie McMahon it was. And then Waslinski working along the near boards. Worf sends it around and it'll be taken in the corner. Beacons will regain possession with Rebecca Goldring.
Beacons are applying a lot of pressure. Like, they don't care that there's a 1-goal difference. They're ready to put the puck in the net, just like the Capitals did.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a position they've found themselves in many times, actually being a goal down, so it will be interesting to see how they handle it. But as you say, it's been a bright start as we have got a player who's gone down. Unfortunately, it was right behind where is a beam here, but it looks like it's going to be called on the Beacons.
I think it was a tripping call.
Yeah, it is. And it's going to be on Emily Duffy. But yeah, unfortunately, we've got a beam here in a stanchion ready for the roof, and it was right. It was just masking where we were, wasn't it? So we didn't get a good look at that. Apologies, folks. But that brings the face-off back down to the other end of the ice where we can see the action. But yeah, it's just typical because it's literally the one part of the ice that we don't have a view of. As it's collected in the high slot by Waslinski. She fires just wide. And collected on.
Let's see if the Capitals can convert on the power play.
Yeah, that one's floated in, kick save by Violet. Am I right in thinking that Waslinski had a sister who played in goal for the Queen Bees a couple of years ago?
I'm actually unsure.
I seem to recognise the name. I did check it out on Elite Prospects over a week, and surprised that she hasn't played senior hockey as yet, but that made me think I'm sure there was a Waslinski who played in goal a couple of seasons ago, so I would imagine some relative, older sister perhaps, as the puck is loose there, but the Beacons looking to try and gain possession and kill the penalty off as they do so. As Isabel Johnson sends it down this right wing side, that's got legs to go the distance and eats into that penalty clock, which is exactly what she intended. Is Kiva Parsons looking to get the puck moving quickly once again. Rebecca Waslinski once more will control. Puck comes loose. Capitals just about keep it inside with Walsh. Sorry, with Worf even. And then in the corner, Waslinski once more. Nice hands from her to work some space herself. Sets up in the low slot, but it fell to McMahon. She just couldn't get the shot away, but some good defending there. Desperate
nice
defending,
block
really.
Shot there.
As Aurora Dobbs will regain possession. Going to be a bit of a name change for the Capitals as well over the summer, and we'll come back to that in a second as they go close here. They're going to squeeze that one home. Whistle's gone though, but nice advance up the ice there as it went towards net.
Yeah, I feel like Aurora really knows when she should step up and just take the puck with her and move out of her position, which she does really well. Yeah, she does. So an offensive zone face-off for the Capitals then. 7 seconds left on their power play. Just to go back to what I was saying before, there is going to be a bit of a name change, a rebranding if you like, as the Haringey Hounds Girls, I think they're going to be called for next season, as they're brought under that umbrella, as it were. But I think I'm going to make a change here. I'm guessing that must have been just too late of a change. Does it look like the officials told somebody to come back on the ice there? Oh, it might have been.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a face-off in the offensive zone, and eventually we are back underway. Fired through traffic into the corner. That will fall nicely on the far side to Neve Walsh as the Beacons back to full strength, but need to be careful here as the Capitals have still got possession. Not far just over, comes off the top of the boards and back into play. And it's Evie May Tyndale who will look to get going using the boards there to help her, and shrugs off one challenge. Has nice hands to set up her cousin Heidi Dunn. Shot from the right wing boards is blocked by some Emily Duffy, but it's blocked by the Capitals, and then Holly Smith who steps into the play trying to keep the puck inside the zone, but Capitals will push out. Beacons going for a quick change here. Official just having to lift her foot out the way there as the Beacons look to charge forward. But a nice back check there by the Capitals just to break the play up. Keeper Parsons banking it off the board. That composure that we mentioned there before, Megan, once again, you can see that she's used to playing at a higher level.
Yeah, she is. I mean, I played against her just a few weeks ago, and she's just a very standout player.
Yeah, she is. So always good games when you play Guildford. They're obviously good skaters as well to go with the talent that they've got.
Oh, for sure.
As that's kept inside by the Beacons, and then quick release from Sophia Kouzaris, who's in goal, and she'll just watch that one sail past her harmlessly as we were inside the final 90 seconds of the first period. The clocks here at Sheffield actually tick up rather than tick down. We'll get a whistle on the play there, but a positive response there from the Beacons, having killed that penalty off as they've tried to generate some scoring opportunities.
I think so too. They just haven't been able to get, well, some of the shots have missed the net, so they just need to get the shot on the net and hope and bury it.
Yeah.
But other than that, they have the compete level. Like, both teams have been very competitive, and there's definitely been a lot of body contact for a U16 game.
It's been very physical, hasn't it? You're right, yeah. As the puck comes back loose, and the Capitals will regain on the near side, but quick releasing pass almost played in Rebecca Waslinski as we've got some disco lights flashing on the ice. I don't think that was quite intended, or, I mean, as a player, that's probably a little bit off-putting, isn't it?
It's a bit distracting. You can kind of see that they're like
flickering away, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, I hope, well, we're near close to the break, so hopefully they'll get sorted, but I'm surprised the officials haven't blown, actually, just to, they're off now. I mean, that's the whole reason why flash photography is banned in ice rinks, isn't it, for being distracting. As that one goes into deep into Beacons territory, that's going to be called icing, and that will bring the play back with 27 seconds left in this period. So the Beacons with a chance, maybe just one last opportunity and an attack before the period's over.
Try and get one last shot on net.
Yeah, it would be good for them to see. Obviously, we won a nice close game, but it's been close throughout. It is the Capitals who've got that breakthrough with that quality piece of play by Rebecca Waslinski. Setting up for Heidi Dunn, who fires. That was taken well there by Sophia. She'll hold on, and that moves us to 16 seconds to the end of the first period, and we'll go again as Heidi Dunn goes in to take the draw. Heidi, who's so captain this season after Ruby Newlands aged out last summer, so great opportunity for her, and it's a role really that Heidi's embraced. She's been a fantastic leader for her team. As over on that far side, it's Rebecca Waslinski once again. She'll look to carry out with, that's going to do, I was going to say, there's only a few seconds to go, but just had enough time to release the shot. But
one last shot.
Yeah, got one in on net, didn't she? But thoughts on that first period, Megan?
Yeah, I feel like the game has been pretty back and forth. Both teams looking very equal, very, very physical, which has shocked me because it's U16s, but I love to see the physicality. I think Whitley just hasn't been able to put the puck in the net, and hopefully they're able to do that in these next two periods.
Yeah, let's hope so. As I say, we want a nice even contest. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with you in around 3 minutes' time, so please don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back then for the start of the second period, where we have currently a lead to the Capitals of 1-0, and the Beacons straight on the attack, looking to try and get themselves back level. As Isabel Johnson's open, she was fouled, but the puck just out of her reach and goes past her, and very quickly it's Southwood who will charge out. Shot on net, coming in at nice save there by Violet Lennon. But again, showing how quick they are to break down the ice there, Megan, the Capitals.
Yeah, they are. It was unfortunate that the puck couldn't stay in the zone because it looked like the Beacons were ready to attack.
They did indeed, yeah. As And offensive zone face-off for the Capitals then. 30 seconds or thereabouts played at the start of his second period, and Beacons, who had a sort of half chance from the opening puck drop, but now it's the Capitals who are looking to respond. Puck will come out the zone. That will force the Capitals to retreat and collect it at centre red. But now it's Emily Duffy who will dart down this left wing, gets inside the defender, sends it across just out of a reach of Rebecca Goldring, and then the fan clearance that allows Rebecca to regain possession. Good work on the far side by Niamh Walsh. And puck goes back into the corner. It's back with the Capitals. And controlled. But again, it's Emily Duffy who's working hard there. The puck will come through for Holly Smith, who fires just wide of the net, and she'll head back to the bench. But it's a very composed defender, Holly. Beacons, who made the semi-finals a year ago. On that occasion, they lost to the Swindon Top Kittens, but there were 3 goals to a good at one point until, well, a couple of players you know very well, Megan. That was Lily Endicott and Amelia Williams, who turned the game in their favour. But I mean, when you've got those two on your team, anything can happen, can't it?
Yes, of course. They are 2 standout younger players, and it's been great to see them grow over the season. Yeah,
I can well imagine as the puck goes in the corner. Rebecca Roslinski, clever there, just allowing the momentum of Hardy Dunn to go past her, the 2 number 11s, as they clashed in the corner. But nice hands again there by the Canadian. And then forward. Shot, well, attempted shot, just helped the puck on its way, and then Caitlin Eastwood will switch the play out wide. It's huge ice here as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So, I mean, that takes a little bit of getting used to. Well, I guess Guildford's quite a large ice surface as well.
I think Guildford is an Olympic-size rink, so yeah, lots of ice.
But I suppose the younger players, we've got boundless energy. They can adjust to that quite well. And as Kiva Parsons will drop back and control. Claire Wilson out there, slamming the brakes on. And say she's a fully trained on-ice official when she isn't playing for the Beacons. The 16s on the Div 2 side as Kiva Parsons advances, but nice play from Caitlin Eastwood there, who got stick on puck and prevented her from really playing up. A cacophony of noise as well as from the stands. There's plenty of teams covered here. The red of the Capitals, the yellow and black of the Chelmsford Rattlesnakes, and I can see some Beacons in there as well.
It's nice to see so many fans and so many people here supporting women's hockey.
It is, and I mean, everyone would fully expect say for the elite final on Sunday to have kind of your biggest crowd for that. So on the opening game for what is still a work day for a lot of people, it's fantastic to have this number of people here, isn't it?
100%.
As Rebecca Goldring sends it across, it's cleared away by Kiva Parsons and then fired back in from distance, picked off. Kiva was actually a member of that Capitals side from 2 years ago that won the Under-16 championship, and that was a nice poke check coming in there as well from Rebecca Goldring. But yeah, Kiva was part of that successful side, and they beat the Kingston Diamonds on that occasion.
It'll be nice to have her experience on the team for sure.
Yeah, she's been there, knows what it takes to win, doesn't she? Obviously a lot younger then, so she's gained a lot of experience over the last couple of years, I'd imagine.
Yeah, she has, especially just playing this season in the Elite League.
Definitely, yeah. As Hardy Dunn on that right-hand side, nice poke check coming in on that far side. As controlled by Caitlin Eastwood, just looking to squeeze behind the player and the boards, but back with the Capitals then. 4.5 minutes played here in this second period. The game is moving on. It's well, it was a offensive game in the semi-final last year when the Beacons played in it, with both sides exchanging a lot of goals. This has been a very different sort of game, isn't it, Megan? It's been a lot tighter, although there has been chances, but neither side really taking that. Well, obviously just a 1 goal being that scored so far. Yeah,
just 1 goal, but so far it's just been back and forth, very physical. Both teams trying, but just haven't been able to convert.
Yeah, as puck comes back loose. Caitlin Eastwood helping it on its way to Mia Bradshaw. So it's great to see Mia on that top line for the Beacons, and another outstanding prospect for the club. It's their 3rd year of existence, so I mean that's a story in itself, really. 2nd year they made the playoffs, and 3rd year they were North champions. But it's always tough against the likes of the London Capitals and the Chelmsford Rattlesnakes, who have a really good history and tradition of their own. As the puck comes loose and the Capitals look to get that one on the net, and that was only just wide there of Violet's goal. Very close indeed, as we get a little whistle on the play. It's going to be on
the Capitals.
Capitals, yeah, tripping, yeah. So a first power play opportunity then for the Beacons. So let's see what their power play unit can do here.
See if they can convert.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what they do. It's going to be Lara Miles who will sit for 2 minutes then. Over on the far side then I can see it's Heidi Dunn who's going to take the draw with
Tegan Walsh.
Yeah, with Tegan Walsh, and then you got Evie May Tyndale who'll leave it for Holly Smith, fires in, big rebound, but
nice shot on net.
It was. Capitals with bodies back there to clear, banked it off the boards. Holly just about kept it inside.
2 minutes, and 20 minutes, 40
that'll be cleared by the Capitals then. It's Isabel Johnson who will get back there. And just trying to see, it's Rebecca Goldring who completes the trio of forwards then for the Beacons. And she'll help it on its way. It's going to be gathered by Southwood. Walsh again, just keeping it outside the zone, and then Chandler working it into some space onto that far side. Southwood again, forward to Walsh, and then that will go into the corner. Again, this is a good kill so far by the Capitals.
Yeah, they've been pretty relentless on this PK.
They have, yeah. They've controlling it nicely here in the neutral zone. In some ways, I guess, you know, you're up against it, aren't you? And you know, I suppose you've got to hold on to a puck for as long as you can, if you can. I know some teams will just like to send it down the ice, but if you can carry it out and hold on, it's, you know, possession is better than I guess, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But
no,
I think
Aurora
you know
just had like a nice opportunity where she just took the time, controlled the puck,
exactly.
and then made the play.
Yeah, there you go. You worded it so much better when I was attempting there. As the Beacons will look to carry out, and it's going to be Mia Bradshaw on his near side. The shot's blocked by Kiva Parsons. Works back loose for Emily Duffy, who sends one in on net and turned aside. And controlled by Kiva Parsons once again. Mia Bradshaw putting her under pressure, trying to force a turnover, but it's still with Kiva. Apologies, we can't actually see how long is left on that clock because it's hidden between two speakers, but there we go. That's a full strength anyway, so it matters very little. But back with the Beacons, the Capitals in the middle of a line change here. Some tired legs out there after that kill. Puck comes through loose on this near side. It'll be Mia Bradshaw to gather once again. And striding forward is Megan MacArthur. Back with the Capitals. Carried forward by Aurora Dobbs.
Oh, that was nice.
Their last-ditch challenge once again, but timed it to perfection that time. We are past the midpoint of the game then, and still a one-goal game. As the Beacons are going to get in behind here, Emily Duffy will have to readjust to collect on this left-wing side. And the Capitals sending it around, but controlled by Caitlin Eastwood. Forward to Evie May Tyndale, fires, kicks out. That was a nice shot actually through using the play as a screen there.
That would have been a nice rebound.
It would, yeah, just nobody up there with her, but great
nice
vision
shot
there from Evie May.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can sort of see she'll have a bright future in the game.
Oh, 100%, which is so great to see.
Yeah. I'd say Heidi Dunn will take the draw then, and controls it. The Capitals looking to try and work it back, and they will do that. Fan clearance and then a heavy collision on the way through. Looked accidental, but Heidi Dunn continuing, gets a shot on net, big rebound, and then the Capitals able to regain possession and carry out. Mia Bradshaw, whose positional sense was good there, noticed that one of her defenders had gone forward, so had dropped back to cover. Niamh Walsh, her pass is charged down as the Beacons push out. controlled by Neve Walsh again. She'll carry in, but they're going to say that was offside. What was your thoughts on that?
Rebecca was just coming off the bench, so she was just offsides. I don't think Neve was aware that anybody was coming, but that was a nice little poke check to get control of the puck.
Yeah, it was indeed, and we'll get a face-off outside the Beacon zone then, and 9:36 gone in the period. Controlled by Kiva Parsons, as we got a nice aerial shot of Anna, as that was right below our commentary position. Shot in on net again. Beacons are starting to create more scoring opportunities. There's more shots on goal in this period, isn't there?
Yeah, and I feel like they've been spending much more time in the capital zone this period.
Yeah, I think so as well. I suppose they have to, don't they? Because they want to get back into the game. As that one's going to go for icing then on the Capitals, as the Beacons' pressure continues to build on the team with the lead.
They'll have a chance to set up here.
Yeah, it's been a good and interesting battle for that second playoff spot in the South, hasn't it? Between the Capitals and the Ice Bees, who of course are affiliated with your very own Queen Bee. So how's that gone this season?
Well, I think the Ice Bees have done pretty well this season. I'm not sure what their entire record is, but I know they're coached by some great players that are my own teammates,
yes.
which are Catherine Gale and Hannah Byram. And then, of course, Louise Adams always steps in.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Louise, fantastic coach, is just as much as she's a fantastic player. And, well, as you say, both Ice Bees and the Capitals have benefited from her coaching expertise this season. But, yeah, I mean, it's great to see as well. As you mentioned there, two other teammates of yours in Catherine and Hannah to be given these coaching positions, isn't it? It's important that players within the game are there then to give something back, as it were, and sort of encourage that next group of players to come through. Yeah,
I think it gives something for the younger girls to look up to and be like, okay, I can do that.
Yes.
Which is so good to see.
Well, and especially when you've got GB internationals there, you're probably more likely to take notice, aren't you?
Yeah.
As Caitlin Eastwood will control, but it was outside the blue line, so it'll be offside, and that will be a brief respite then for the Capitals. So that will bring the face-off outside the zone, as we have just under 4 minutes remaining in this second period. It's still a 1-0 lead to the Capitals, but as we were saying, Megan, certainly you can see the pressure is building from the Beacons, and they are going all out here to try and tie this one up.
They've had some great opportunities this period as well.
Yeah.
Just some great saves by the Capitals goalie. Yeah,
she's playing well. As we said, Sophia Kouzaris. Beacons will control on these near boards. Megan McArthur it was who's trying to squeeze the puck forward to Rebecca Goldring, and it's Megan who gets back there to control. And so she's come up against some top quality opponents in Division 1 this season. Of course, again, a lot of your teammates are either with the Firebees or the Top Cats, and that comes in. So, I mean, some top quality players, and obviously there's Kingston Diamonds as well, where their team in Division 1 is pretty much the same as the team in the Elite. So
yeah, it's really good for these young ones to get that experience and to learn.
Kick save coming in by Violet there, comes back loose. It was 2-1 rushed for the Capitals for a moment, but now nice hands from Emily Duffy, trying to go short side. It ripples the net, but actually I think it might have been a stick because the puck was under Emily. Physical play by Caitlin, who does play boys hockey. You can tell at times, can't you, with these full-blooded challenges. I'm not afraid to get stuck in. I think she was joking with me before the game, saying how she's got a list of all the male teammates who she's absolutely cleaned out in training, so she's like kind of ticked them off.
Love to see that.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Shot coming in. Caitlin, who's originally from the Kent area, but starting to grow a little bit of a Geordie accent. It's quite funny because there's odd words that come in that sound very strong Geordie, but then the rest is like a southern accent. But obviously lived in the northeast for a few years now. As the puck comes back loose, and Caitlin Eastwood will regain possession. Just under 2 minutes remaining in the period. As the Capitals looking to regain possession on that far side, they'll do so, but Beacons have got numbers back there, and they'll have to stick with her here. And the puck comes out, and it'll be gathered by Claire Wilson. Did enough just to help the puck out the zone, but then Capitals will dump it back in. That'll allow them to complete their line change, and the stretch pass, not quite sure what that was for, to be honest.
Offsides.
Was it offside? Okay. But I thought Beacons were still in possession at that point. Was it just a late whistle, was it?
I think the Capitals, I think it might have been a delayed offsides on the Capitals. I think Neve continued to go and didn't realize she needed to touch up at the blue line quickly.
Yeah, okay. This is why I need you here to explain these sorts of things to me. So yeah, 90 seconds left in the period then. Face off down the other end of the ice, and it will be the Beacons who control it. That's picked off by the Capitals though as they continue to work forward. Megan MacArthur across. Picked off by Emily Duffy forward. And then still in possession, the Beacons here. They're trying to set up the play from behind the net. Oh, that's going to loop up off the stick. The Capitals controlling. Again, the Beacons not giving up on this play though, and now work it back out the corner. Back to Poppy Skelton, who sends one in on net, almost finding its way through to Emily Duffy, who is just in front of the crease, but it's the Capitals who regain possession with just under 50 seconds to go in the period now. Nicely done by Isabel Johnson, sorry, Megan MacArthur even, to get it away. Holly Smith gets a challenge in, but it's a 2-on-0 here. Voslinski sets it up. Puck's loose, it's been put home, and it's 2-0 Capitals, and Beacons just couldn't clear that rebound.
No, I don't think Violet could see the puck with the scrum in front of the net, and Aurora was able to just tap it right in.
Yeah, Violet made the save initially, but as you say, could do nothing about the rebound, and unfortunately just couldn't get it away. But the Capitals easing themselves further ahead, but we'll get the replay here. It was Voslinski with that pass, and you can see the poke check from Violet got it away. I think it just come off the skate and just didn't have wasn't able to get the distance on the clearance. That's all.
Aurora was able to get a quick stick on it, just tap it in.
Yeah, so 2-0 then to the Capitals, coming right at the end of his second period. Yeah, Aurora Dobbs, as you said, Megan. But she's done so well getting forward, hasn't she, Aurora, throughout the game?
Yeah, she really just knows when to jump, and that just really comes down to hockey IQ, especially for a D.
Yeah, that's going to be a power play for the Capitals to start the third period then, as Caitlin Eastwood is going to be called for that. But I mean, I wouldn't have thought she'll go in the box now because the buzzer's gone, but I would have think she's at least allowed to take the team talk, wouldn't she? Yeah, and she's heading back across. We are going to take another short break then, and we'll be back with you in around about 3 minutes' time, so please don't go anywhere.
To go. Whitley Bay 0, London Capitals 2.
Welcome back then to the start of the third and final period, and currently with a 2-goal lead for the London Capitals. Well, it's pretty obvious, I guess, Megan, but what do the Beacons need to do in this final period?
They just need to keep battling and keep putting shots on net, and hopefully one can just trickle in and make this a closer game.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of feel they need to get an early goal. They have to kill off this penalty first, of course, but then try and get a quick goal, don't they, early on?
Yeah, just got to come out hard and keep pushing.
Yeah, so, well, Holly Smith, who tried to blast that one into the offensive zone. That was the right idea initially there, but Capitals able to pick that one off. Puck coming over onto his near side. It'll be gathered by Aurora Dobbs, who scored that second goal. Kiva Parsons. That's going to go all the way around. Of course, it's the Capitals who are on the power play, so they've been called for icing there. Well, that's a bit of a breather then for the Beacons, with 29 seconds killed off the clock already. We're going to face off inside the Capital zone, and Duffy will take the draw for the Beacons. Picked off by Rebecca Goldring trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone for as long as they can here, the Beacons, and get a few more seconds ticked away. Kiva Parsons on the far side. Holly Smith, who got to stroke the puck out wide, but it's picked off by Tegan Walsh. And then Aurora Dobbs, who took one in a stride, will advance forward, trying to split the D, but Beacon getting players back. It was a rising effort, but she got a sighted goal and thought, well, why not? And I mean, she had every right to go for a shot there, didn't she?
Oh, 100%. She saw the opportunity, so she's going to take it.
So that will be gathered by Kiva once again. Almost picked off by Isabel Johnson, but it falls nicely for Rebecca Voslinski. Cuts back inside, puck getting away from on that slick ice surface. Big save. Oh, that was almost stabbed home, but just wide of the net. I think it was Tegan Walsh with that effort, but close to making it 3-0 there. As the puck goes into the corner. Banked off the boards. Aurora just about keeps it inside, sends it back over the outstretched glove of Isabel Johnson. 5 seconds left to kill then for the Beacons. And Aurora Dobbs again controls nicely. Very close to crossing over the blue line, but just about gets it inside, and then Beacons will get it away, and Caitlin will chase after, and it will roll its way down. Gets there first, just as well she did, because just out of the box. That could have been called for icing, of course, because they were no longer on the kill. And then over on the far side, Evie May Tyndale trying to get herself into position there. The Capitals player goes down. As stick, Aurora's stick went flying out of her hands. Caitlin Eastwood's parked herself in front of the crease. I thought she's going to use herself as a bit of a screen, but Isabel Johnson has to track back to regain possession. Rebecca Voslinski putting her under pressure. She'll use the boards to get it away. And sent through, that will go through the crease. Collected on this near side, it will be Worf who sends it through, but in a way by Eastwood, and then forward on that left wing side to Emily Duffy. She'll advance into the offensive zone. 3 minutes gone already. The Beacons already the game ticking away. They need to get a response here. Holly Smith will control it. And then controlled by Megan McCarthy, strides forward. The ice is opening up for her. She fires. It was a rising shot, but I tell you what, Megan, that wasn't far off at all, was it?
No, it wasn't. That was a good little break that they just had there.
Yeah, Megan again getting herself into a position. They are having to commit bodies forward now, and Megan up from the back. That's what we're going to have to do. It's going to open the game up even more, but it's a risk they're going to have to start to take and try and solve a way past Sophia Cazares, who so far has done well keeping the Beacons at bay. That one's away and comes all the way back down for Violet Lennon. She'll control, banks off the boards forward, just in front of Emily Duffy. She'll grab it now with Poppy Skelton in support. She gets a shot off and wrapped a stick round it, but just couldn't steer it on net. But again, it wasn't a bad effort from distance.
No, good chances so far.
It certainly is, as Aurora Dobbs, nice hands there, just to allow Caitlin's momentum to sail past her. Still holds possession, takes it around. Claire Wilson works it back over, and nice set-up play towards the low slot, but Beacon's getting it away here. And it goes back into the Beacon zone. That'll allow Violet to control and find our captain, Heidi Dunn. Heidi switches the play over onto that far side. And then the puck just making its way over the line, almost 5 minutes played. There's just 10 minutes left of the Beacon season. They need to get a response here. And Caitlin Eastwood, who could be playing in our last 16s game, taking the momentum there, and then finding Claire Wilson, who just shot wide. But again, you feel the goal is getting closer for the Beacons.
They definitely want it. They keep applying the pressure on the Capitals, so they just have to keep that momentum and hope that they can get one in. Yeah.
As it's collected by Evie May Tyndale. Then Caitlin Eastwood, who fires. It took a deflection again. Beacon's getting closer. It took a deflection off one of the Capitals defenders, I think, and just was enough to redirected away from goal, but Beacon's really up in the ante here with 5.5 minutes gone in this final period. Claire Wilson controls. The puck was just sort of underneath her feet there to dig it out. Finds Caitlin Eastwood behind her. She sends it forward, picked off by Aurora Dobbs, and she'll control. And controlled in the corner by Poppy Skelton, who's working hard as usual. Comes loose for Rebecca Goldring, but what a save that with the blocker as well. I mean, that looks a certain goal, didn't it?
I thought it was about to go in.
Yeah.
You can tell they're going to keep trying.
They are. Hopefully we will get a grandstand finish here. Whoever you support, it's nice to see a nice close game. And fired in. Oh, and that looped up off the pads, almost into the glove. And then Dwarf forward to Voslinski, who will chase that one down in the corner. She'll control, looking to set up the play from Gretzky's office perhaps. Worked it back to Worf once again. And then the shot blocked. And over onto that far side. Looking to push out here, the Beacons on that far side, and then control with Megan MacArthur. She finds Emily Duffy. Able to get it around Voslinski. She did enough just to break the play up, and then had a bit of support coming in there from one of her teammates. I think it was the number 30, Daisy Eiley. Now Voslinski again, battling with Holly Smith.
Nice hands by Rebecca there.
Really nice hands, aren't they? Yeah, look, she's still in control of it here. She's shielding the puck as well with her body. She's got that hockey IQ, hasn't she?
She does. She really does.
Kiva Parsons gets there just ahead of Emily Duffy. The excitement coming from the crowd there. There's the attempted breakaway on the Beacons, but Kiva spotted that danger and, well, was able to execute the defensive play once again.
Yeah, really good puck control by Kiva there.
Yeah, she's so just that composure at the back there is what they need, and then you've got Rebecca breaking forward from the back as well as she loses a stick, and Poppy Skelton is brought down, but accidental collision as it's still controlled by the Capitals, and that one hit the pipe. It might have been just the blades of Violet Skates there hit it, but either way she made the stop, and it was a good effort, a fierce low drive there.
Yeah. No, shots from Rebecca are dangerous.
But it certainly are, yeah. As you say, she's still young, but any thoughts that she will go into senior hockey with any club, do you know?
I'm not sure, but I would love to see her make that jump because I think she has the talent and has the potential to do so.
Yeah, you can definitely see it happening. There's rumours that there may well be a couple of new teams in London for next season, Haringey being one of them, and well, obviously if you're with the Capitals who are getting that rebranding, and common sense would say there's that pathway then, isn't there, to the senior team?
Yeah.
As it looks like they're just reattaching the net here. Well, the puck might have been caught under the net perhaps, but either way they're just working it back. Claire Wilson there trying to get the moorings back in. She doesn't mind getting her hands dirty there, helping out with the official duties.
She already knows what to do.
Exactly, yeah. And the Capitals making a lot of noise on the far side, the fans. The logo and obviously the colour of the jersey is obviously very similar to the Washington Capitals in the NHL.
That is my favorite team.
Oh, well, there you go.
So good to see that jersey.
Yeah, just to balance things up, I'm a massive Pittsburgh Penguins fan. There's been that rivalry between Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin for the last couple of decades, hasn't there?
Alex Ovechkin's the reason why I use CCM skates.
Oh, well, there you go, yeah. We'll keep it as friendly banter on air. So is that the reason why you chose the Capitals? Because of Ovechkin, or did you like them before that?
Actually, there was somebody from my hometown that I grew up in who played for the Capitals. So I saw his jersey in the rink that I started playing at, and I was like, that's my team.
Well, there you go, yeah.
And then I got introduced to Ovi, and I was like, wow, I want to be like him.
I think every hockey player wants to be able to shoot the puck like over, to be fair. So who was the player then that you knew?
His name is David Steckel. He no longer plays in the NHL. He spent some time over in Europe. I think he might have retired now, but yeah, it was just great to see that somebody from my little town in Wisconsin go play in the NHL.
Well, it really is, yeah. I mean, I remember the name, certainly. My hockey memory goes back a little bit further than yours. You can tell we're gap filling here as they repair the net, but mainly because I saw how good Mario Lemieux was on a video game on the Sega Mega Drive going back many, many years in the 90s, and then when I watched him on TV, I was like, oh yeah, actually he's pretty good in real life as well.
Pretty good.
And so is Yager, so the Penguins kind of become my team after that. So long before Sidney Crosby came into the NHL.
And Yager's still playing.
He is, yeah.
Can't stop him.
We just recently retired his jersey in Pittsburgh this season, which I would have loved to have gone over to Pittsburgh to see that.
Some technical issues with the nets.
Yeah, just confirmation they have got some problems with the net there, so we'll continue to fill the airspace and reminisce about some old NHL players. With about 8 minutes, exactly 8 minutes gone then. Obviously, I guess most players in the league all have their favourite NHL teams as well that they follow, so that's always nice, isn't it? And I suppose inspirational. But in years to come, with the start of the PWHL now as well, that we're going to see a lot more female role models.
Yeah, I mean, for me, seeing the creation of the PWHL meant a lot to me, just like growing up in the US and not knowing what my future could look like. So just seeing that, and of course seeing Minnesota win as well. Like I've spent time playing in Minnesota, so that was just really great to see.
Yeah, one of the real true hotbeds of hockey, Minnesota, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I've been to Minnesota myself. I can vouch for the how fanatical they are. I went to see the Wild when I was there, but it goes right down to college hockey as well with the Gophers, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I mean, growing up for me, I was always watching the Wisconsin Badgers women's team and their rivalry with the Gophers. Some of my favorite hockey players played for both of the teams, so those were my role models growing up. But it's so nice to see the creation of the PWHL, especially for the younger girls to look at and be like, wow, I can be her.
Yeah, and the fact it's so readily available to watch on YouTube as well, particularly with the time difference, means you can kind of watch it whenever you want, doesn't it?
I've been watching it like before bed, which is nice, and it's really great how accessible they've made it as well. Yeah,
it really is. I mean, we've kind of seen a few full storms over the years with the Women's League. It would last for maybe 4 or 5 years, but this seems like this has been done differently, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I know Kendall Coyne has been waiting for this creation of like a substantial league that will actually stick around, because I think previously women's leagues kind of ebbed and flowed. So it's really great to see how serious it's been taken. Some of my teammates that I used to play with have like entered the draft. Some have been drafted, so that's just been incredible to see.
It is, yeah. Another one who was kind of held out in the previous format was Amanda Kessel, who I believe is coming into it for next season, which will be great to see. Who is from Wisconsin as well, right?
Yeah, her and Phil Kessel, which will be great to see. She's such a stellar player, so it's really good to see her make a comeback.
Yeah. Obviously, Phil Kessel playing for the Penguins, won back-to-back Stanley Cup, so a big fan of him and his sister. So it'd be great to see, because she always stars well for Team USA at the Olympics, certainly.
I think it's been great to see the amount of international people that have declared for the draft, to see more countries get involved. It doesn't always have to be USA and Canada that are at the top.
That's right. I mean, if you look, there's a lot of good teams such as Finland and Sweden and the Czech Republic. So it'd be, and Hungary as well. Actually, they've got a strong team with some good players out there. So, as you say, it'd be great to see it grow, and kind of how the NHL is, because they attract players from all around Europe as well, not just North America.
Yeah.
Everyone have a big round of applause for that. Thank you all.
But it's certainly been a success, and as I say, that has come to an end now. The Cup was won in the last few days, but as you say, you can watch those PWHL playoff games on YouTube. So please do if you can. And I know that, as I say, it's been a great season there as they got it underway. But we're back underway here as they've finally changed the net. But It proved to be quite a strong effort in the end, didn't it, from the Capitals that broke the net. But I think we gap filled that quite nicely, didn't we? Beacons then with it all to do still with, well, not long to go now, 6.5 minutes. And Evie May Tyndale looking to create something down this right wing side. She's been busy over the last few weeks playing away for the England 13 and 15s. I think she was in France with the 13s and Lithuania with the 15s, but all good experience playing up against, well, a couple of teams from Finland. So, which, as we were saying before, such good hockey standard there.
Yeah, just great experience for these girls to leave England and like see the type of play that happens in other countries. It
is, yeah. I mean, it was kind of like a Balkans Cup, but England were invited to take part in it. But as you say, it's all great to get that experience, and I mean, you form bonds as well with your teammates who are probably going to be playing in your career alongside your career for many years to come as well.
Yeah.
Off the boards, and it comes back across on the far side. 5.5 minutes to go, or thereabouts. But Beacon still trying to battle hard along the boards, create something. Rebecca Goldring trying to work it loose, but again, some strong defending by the Capitals, which has really made a difference at times in this game, hasn't it?
Yeah, the Capitals just have some very strong D with quite the resume.
Yeah, and well, I mean, I guess you'd have to say that comes down to coaching, doesn't it?
Yeah.
5 minutes to go as the Capitals will carry down the right wing side. Nice defending though by Heidi Dunn, who was back there helping out. Not afraid to help out defensively in her role as centre. As that one's going to be picked off on this near side by Grieg up in the corner. Emily Duffy gets it back loose, but again, there's always seems to be a red shirt on one of the Beacon's puck handlers and never let them settle for a second, and they just seem to be just sense that danger, don't they?
Yes, they do.
On this near side, back with the Beacons. Nice reverse pass by Emily Duffy into space. Rebecca Goldring racing to get across there. Poppy Skelton through the middle. It's forward, but still with the Capitals. As they look to carry out, almost got a break in there as they look to push through. 4 minutes to go, time ticking down then, and the Capitals look good for their lead right now. Puck's played over into space. Claire Wilson plays it over to the far side. That's Evie May Tyndale who's out there, centres it towards Claire, but again, good defending and cut out before the puck could reach her. Claire Wilson again finds Evie May. Nice turn from her in the corner, which looks to open up the ice for her. She's got a passing option. She'll find Mia, and a shot again
nice
down
glove
low.
Save.
Yeah, really nice glove save, wasn't it? Done confidently there. As we have a little over 3 minutes to go. And an offensive zone face-off for the Beacons, but very much a case of the Capitals defending well here, and well, the shots that the Beacons have generated, as we've seen.
Just have had some great saves by the Capitals goalie.
Yeah, Sophia's been outstanding. Anything that has come her way, she's dealt with. Works forward, but again, getting bodies back to pick that one off. That was Lara Miles who was back there. Going to the far side, it's the Beacon still trying to generate something here. They need to get a goal back quickly. Emily Duffy's brought down. I think she might have just stood on a stick perhaps, and that's what brought her down. Megan MacArthur forward, and Emily will re-enter the zone, but the Capitals will deal with it, and I'll get back there first and control. Still with the Beacons and Claire Wilson across towards Emily Duffy. Sent around the boards one more time, but that will allow the Beacons to get the line change done with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game. Shot from Poppy Skelton, who's blocked by Rebecca Voslinski, who's back there. And I suppose, you know, even with your big forward players, they're getting back there to support the D right now, which is what you have to do this late in the game. But
yeah, got to make sure you maintain that lead.
She's working hard along the boards there, creating an outlet and easing the pressure off her goal. I wonder if the Beacons will consider pulling Violet for the extra attacker. It's kind of getting towards that time where you'd have to be thinking about it. At 2 goals, I mean, would you do? I suppose you'd have to. You've got no other option, have you?
Yeah, maybe just try and go for one. See if you can make something happen.
Yeah, and then obviously if they did get one back, she's looking over to the bench, I think, but if you did get another goal, if you did get a goal back with 90 seconds to go, that does then give you the option to go all out for the equalising one. But shot coming in, but again blocked. It's Kiva Parsons, I think, who got a stick on the end of that shot, turned it aside. As McMahon looks to break out just out of Walsh's reach, but Heidi Dunn racing to get across as we approach the final minute. Capitals look like they're going to hold on here. It's been a classy and composed performance from them, you'd have to say.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, both teams have battled very hard.
Yeah, there's not been really too much in it, has there? But those 2 scoring opportunities were the difference, and the Capitals took their chances, haven't they?
They did, yeah. They literally capitalized on their chances.
Yeah, they did indeed, yeah. I love a good pun, so we'll leave that one in there. Face-off will take place in the Beacon zone. And just under 40 seconds to go, then. I think if the Beacons were to get something from it at this stage, it would be the greatest of all comebacks, wouldn't it, at this stage? There's Walsh with the draw, and Holly Smith controls. But either way, it's been a fantastic season for the Beacons, and one they can look back on and be proud of, all part of their growth and development. And they'll be back next season, I'm sure, as one of the 2 teams representing the North. Well, that one comes through. They put it home. The Beacons have got their goal then with 18 seconds to go, and maybe, just maybe, they have got the opportunity to go for it. But wow, I mean that one almost came out of nothing. You can see the puck coming down the left wing here, cut back, and it was just put home, wasn't it? A backhand shot from Poppy Skelton it was who scored. So well done, Poppy. You say she's one of the hardest working players on the team. Great to see her get that goal. But yeah, it was just, I think it was Holly Smith who carried the puck up the ice.
Great reaction by Poppy to get her stick on that puck and just send it home.
Yeah, I don't know who got the a piece of the puck there on the front post, but it just fell nicely to her. And they have pulled Violet for the extra attacker they've got to, but they've got 10 seconds to go. Beacons need to go all out here. Puck just not falling for them. Poppy Skelton forward to Emily Duffy, but that was going to do it then. The Capitals will win, but nice to see the Beacons at least got a goal there towards the end, and that can take something home with them for that. But congratulations to the Capitals, who really have, I'd have to say on the balance of play, deserve the win. Megan, this is normally the point where I would ask my co-commentator who they thought player of the game belonged to on both sides. So any thoughts on that for each side?
Ooh, it's hard. Looking at the Capitals, I mean, I think Sophia, the goalie, is definitely a contender. I think Kiva and Aurora did really great back in D, and obviously Rebecca had an outstanding game in controlling the puck. There's also lots of girls to choose from the Beacons as well, because so many people were just out there battling, and I think number 9, Tyndale, was phenomenal as well.
Evie May, number 9. Yeah, I'd absolutely agree with that. We'll see the post-game handshakes, which will stay on air for. Now, I'm not sure if the Beacons are to receive their North Division Championship trophy right now, because essentially this is the end of their playoff weekend right now. So I think they'll get presented. In fact, I can see the trophy down there, so they will be presented with it right now. Congratulations to the Capitals then. They'll contest the final on Sunday, so they will be waiting around for the next couple of days. They'll have tomorrow off. Beacons will they'll probably head back now after that game, but it's a shame that the season's ended for them, but as I said before, it's one they can be proud of.
Oh, for sure. I think the Beacons have so much potential for next season too, with all of this young talent. So excited to see what comes next season.
Yeah, and I mean, we're in a division that contains the likes of the Kingston Diamonds with Mia Forbes, who scored an insane amount of goals and points from this season. So, I mean, to finish above teams like that, it's a fantastic achievement in what is just their third year.
Lots to be proud of and so much to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. As I say, we're going to stay on air then to bring you this presentation. I believe there'll be a 5-minute warm-up after the conclusion of this game before the second semi-final, and I think we get an ice cup after the first period. So, but we will update you as it has changed to what we were expecting. We were told there'd be an ice cut between the games, and that would be it. But we shall see.
MVP presentations, plus we have the presentation for the under-16s.
We are going to get the presentation of the trophy to the Beacons. And play of a game as well, but we'll see which comes first. But a reminder, coming up next, we have the Division 2 South, sorry, under 16 South even, the Chelmsford Rattlesnakes taking on the North runners-up, the Sheffield Shadows. That will promise to be an outstanding game as well, and a lot of talent on both sides. Seems to be a bit of a delay here, which I never understand why there is such a gap between the handshakes finishing and then it's not just playoffs, it happens like in the regular season as well. Like, you know, what goes on? I'd love to know what goes on the ice, because I just notice it because I have to gap fill. But big thanks to the officials, our ice officials.
It is our tournament organizer and general manager.
So it is going to be the presentation of the trophy coming up now then. Clay Andrews has the Under-16 North Championship trophy. It's the first trophy that this Beacons Under-16 side have won, so it's great that they are going to get their moment right now.
Unfortunate losers today. Put up a valiant game, which is Whitley Bay, and it goes to number 74, Poppy Skelton.
Poppy Skelton gets player of the game, and I mean, well, she took her goal well, and she did work hard throughout.
Very well deserved there.
Yeah, so very well done to Poppy, who her mum Jane is one of the coaches on the Beacons team and plays for the Division 2 side as well. Played elite a couple of years ago, might even have played against you that year. You was at Streatham, so again from another hockey family.
Our MVP is number 5, Aurora.
Aurora Dobson. She did single Aurora out for a lot of praise there, and said she was in contention, and I mean it was well deserved. It was great to see her getting up the ice the way she did.
Yeah, she's a great two-way player, so she has an exciting future.
Definitely has, yeah. So well done, Aurora. Congratulations. And we shall see Aurora and her teammates again in the final on Sunday.
And the players from Whitley Bay, please come up and collect. Sorry, we're doing the captain first. Can the Whitley Bay captain please come forward?
So this is the presentation of the trophy then to Captain Heidi Dunn. And there will be some championship caps and medals, I believe, coming as well.
Under 16s league champion trophy.
So Heidi has the trophy now, and she'll present it to her teammates. Here we go. So the Under-16 North champions, Whitley Bay Beacons, congratulations to them. And well, we hope that they can defend that trophy next season and see them back here in a year's time.
That's from Under-16s North.
But,
so can the team please
yeah, it's I suppose a bittersweet moment, really, isn't it? Because they've lost the semi-final, but obviously having received the trophy for a season's hard work must be nice.
Yeah, still lots to be proud of. Sounds like they had such a successful season, so I'm sure we will see them here next season.
Yes, we certainly hope so, as they get their caps And we will leave you with these pictures then as the Beacons receive them, and congratulations again for their success at winning the division in the north. So nice to see the Capitals have stayed around as well to applaud them. And the next game will be coming for you shortly. There will, as I say, once the players leave the ice, there'll be a 5-minute warm-up for the Shadows and the Rattlesnakes, and we'll be bringing you that one next. So we're going to take a short break. We will leave you with these pictures in the background, but please don't go anywhere, because the next game is coming up for you very shortly.